So you can tell an awful lot about a person based on their four favorite movies. So today, what we're going to do is go through your four favorite movies. If you know either of us personally, there's a good chance we talk about you in this podcast. So make sure to stay tuned. We're going to be judging each one of you and making a lot of assumptions about your whole character and everything about you purely based on your music taste. So we'll get started first of all with my four favorites again. I know you've probably all heard it, but I've made a change to mine recently. So City of God, obviously, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I've recently replaced Inglourious Basterds with Hero, which is that Chinese film I was telling you about.
Yeah, did you watch it yesterday?
I watched it yesterday, yeah. So Quentin Tarantino basically was the reason that got released in the US because it was only released in China. And oh my God, it's so beautiful. Like even you might not like it as much as me.
Yeah.
Like you will notice that it's a movie I really like. But you will be able to admit that it does something better than any other movie you've seen before. Yeah. The color palette, everything, absolutely fantastic. So yeah, Hero, a Chinese movie from 2002. That's my new addition to my four favorites. Shane, what's yours? Just to
Good Will Hunting, Eternal Sunshine, Chinatown, and La Haine, like we went through in a couple episodes ago.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. And what if Sean's again? I didn't write it down. Do you know Sean's is Eternal Sunshine's there for sure.
We have Heat, Prisoners, and there's one more.
Sorry, Sean. We should know this.
We should know this.
We really should.
We've talked about this so much, Sean. It's bad.
Too much, to be honest. There's probably people watching that know the answer. Yeah, they're shouting at the screen right now. But James Murphy, who was recently on the podcast, we talked a good bit about Dazed and Confused, which is one of his four favorites. Before Sunrise, have you seen that?
Yeah, I have.
What would you say about that? I haven't seen it.
This is before I started rating, so I didn't actually rate this one. But the sequel, Before Sunset, I gave 5 stars, which I watched recently.
Okay.
And the third one, then I gave like 3.5. But Before Sunrise, probably the second best of the trilogy.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I thought the second one was better, definitely.
Okay.
But it's class, and Richard Linklater, which I know James loves, he's unbelievable.
Well, he did Dazed and Confused as well.
Did like School of Rock and all them kind of just sort of like just feel good, like coming of age sort of stories. Dazed and Confused is brilliant, I think. Is it?
Yeah, you see, that's one I promised James. If you watch 2001: A Space Odyssey again, which you didn't like, I will watch Dazed and Confused again because, I should probably give it a better, more of a fair chance. So it was 19. It was before I even cared about movies. Good Will Hunting is next for him. We all know Good Will Hunting.
There's going to be a lot of Good Will Hunting.
Have you looked through this list as well? Yeah, I did as well. It's the most. Anyways.
Yeah, it's even on mine.
And then War of the Buttons is one that's a little bit funky that most people might not have heard of. It's an Irish film.
It's Irish, yeah.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it, but I was really young when I saw it, so I was like, wouldn't have too good of a memory of it. But
it's kids gangs fighting over buttons, little buttons.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, apparently it's very good. So. Must give it a watch. A few people we know don't have anything on their four favorites, but they are on Letterboxd. Mary O'Mara and James Skelly. You'd want to get on it. We want to see your four favorites.
Mishko Kajan, another one.
Mishko, come on. I see. I don't even follow him actually. Okay. Next we have Corey Murphy, who you might notice from the channel. Big Step Brothers and Happy Gilmore fan. Not a big Happy Gilmore 2 fan though. His top four is a very Corey top four, if I do say so. Right. So he's got Dumb and Dumber, Superbad, The Other Guys, and That's My Boy.
Okay.
I've seen I don't know if I've seen Dumb and Dumber actually. I can't remember. I've seen Superbad. Haven't seen The Other Guys. Haven't seen That's My Boy. Have you?
The Other Guys, That's My Boy. Okay. So he's a comedy fan.
He's a comedy guy. Yeah.
The Other Guys is great.
Okay.
That's just Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. It's very funny. I've watched it like 3 times.
Okay, it's one of them. It's one of them.
Superbad, of course. We know what that's about.
We all know Superbad and. Yeah, Dumb and Dumber, That's My Boy. He's a comedy guy. He's a comedy guy. Next up, we have Alex Gorman. Shout out, Alex. Big shout out to Alex because he's been one of our better commenters. Yeah, so thank you, Alex, for keeping up with the channel. He's got Good Will Hunting, of course. A Time to Kill. Haven't seen that one, have you?
Yeah.
You seen it? Any good?
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, cool. The Italian Job, which is a classic, which I have not seen myself either. And Surf's Up, which interestingly, my other friend Ethan Kelly, who we'll get on to soon, watched that yesterday and told me it was a good movie. And then it was only today Alex told me that Surf's Up was one of his four favorites. So I've never seen Surf's Up.
I don't know what that's about, to be honest.
I think it's a cartoon. I think it's animated.
Oh, right.
I think.
Yeah, is it?
Maybe.
Yeah, one of those kids movies like.
Yeah. Put down in the comments if it's animated or not. We could easily Google it after. But
please start commenting. If it's making it into a top four, I'd definitely give it a watch.
And Ethan watched it yesterday and he thought it was really good.
Well, there you go, yeah.
Now we're on to our third Murphy of the list, actually. But this is Corey's older brother, Josh. So Josh Murphy has got The Departed, Shrek 2, The Dark Knight, and Gladiator, which is I think Shrek 2 really mixes that up a bit. It adds a bit of versatility.
It sure does.
Like the other three are kind of like the same kind of movie. You can see the same sort of guy watching that, but yeah, we've all seen all four of them.
Yeah, The Departed is one that I would consider putting into mine if I was to make any changes. It's like just kind of on the border. Shrek 2.
It's not going to make
it's not going to make my top 4, but it is great. It's definitely my favorite of all the Shreks.
Is that your favorite out of the Shreks? Because we actually did this poll about each of our. I can't even speak English. We did a poll on YouTube about the best Shrek, and Shrek 2 won. I vote for Shrek 4.
I vote for Shrek 2 twice, in fairness.
Okay, right, fair enough then. No wonder it won. Lads have voted for it twice. I suppose it's the second one. I should have voted 4 times for the fourth one then. You think it's the best? I think the soundtrack's the best. But
I don't know, it's just that story. It just always appeals to me more.
Okay.
I don't know, I thought the first one was kind of boring compared to that anyway. And then the third one's actually pretty good as well. I don't know, I just like the second one.
And the fourth one?
I didn't like the fourth one. We talked about this in work as well on the dates.
What is wrong with the fourth one?
I don't know. It's just...
It's underrated. It's very underrated.
I think it was hard to watch, to be honest.
Come on. Rumpelstiltskin comes in, right? And he whisks Shrek back to being an ogre. Shrek, he's not appreciating his family anymore. He's like, I want to be the big scary monster in the swamp. And then Rumpelstiltskin says, yeah, you can have your wish. And then it's the beautiful journey of Shrek being like, you know what? I've actually outgrown this person. I want to be the guy with the wife and kids now.
Yeah.
And then he gets back Fiona with his true love's kiss. And...
Yeah, that's true. But I thought it was so frustrating when you're watching it. And like, I've only seen this once, and it was years ago. But I still remember how it was just like there must have been about 10 different occasions where he like kissed Fiona. But it didn't work.
It had to be true love's kiss. It had to be true love's kiss because she didn't love him yet. She was the like murderous. She was the fucking king of the leading the gang. I don't know what she was in. What was she doing? I don't know. Puss in Boots was fat. He saw Puss in Boots and he was fat as fuck. And then you know the part where he goes to the mirror to try and imagine what he was like with boots on. And Shrek's like, you're supposed to have boots. Just looks at himself like, oh. I think Shrek Forever After is underrated and people should give it more of a chance.
Is that your favourite one?
Yeah,
absolute favorite.
Favorite Shrek, yeah. And I only made that decision. I watched all 4 Shreks one night. I wasn't on my own watching all 4 Shreks, but we just happened to play all the 4 Shreks, and you would see how much the fourth one harpens back to the first one. Small things like the sayings, like "get out my swamp," but you know, better out than in, and there's small things you pick on that. Ronan Sheehan then is next. And I like this one. The Wind That Shakes the Barley. I haven't seen that actually. Is it good?
Yeah, it's class.
That's what James told me to watch when we did the podcast with him. One movie was to watch The Wind That Shakes the Barley. 7 months later, I still haven't watched it. Cillian Murphy and all. Interstellar. Can't really go wrong.
Yeah, geez, I'm actually surprised that's the first time
we've seen it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's not going to be the last, I don't think. But Interstellar, look, what can I say? Back 2001's a little bit better.
100%.
I prefer 2001 Space Odyssey. I rewatched that recently. We'll go on to it now in a minute. And on the rewatch, it got so much better. Yeah. So much better. I actually understood what was happening. Then we've got Shawshank Redemption. Another one that's kind of surprising to see for the first time.
Yeah, I'd say that'll be on it again, surely.
Yeah, surely to God.
They're 2 of the most like common top 4s.
Yes,
Interstellar,
definitely. And then I'm very happy with this one, City of God.
Yes! Come on.
Yes!
That won't be the last time.
But also, we could not go a full podcast without mentioning City of God.
That's true.
We mentioned City of God at least once. So thank you, Ronan. You've got great taste. Appreciate it. And then speaking of the devil, on to Ethan Kelly, who was just watched Surf's Up. Interstellar is his first one there. No surprises. Shutter Island, fantastic film. Toy Story 1. That's how he threw in the mix to get a little bit of versatility in there.
That's a rogue one.
Step Brothers then. Okay. Step Brothers, who the next fella we're going on to, Jack Barlow, recently commented under one of our posts saying Step Brothers is top 3 most overrated movies of all time.
Wow.
Interesting. Take that.
Interesting. I wouldn't say it's overrated. It's a dumb comedy.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe he just doesn't find it as funny as other people.
Yeah, would, you see, I understand where he's coming from in the way that it kind of gets thrown out without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like comedies,
that's
Step
true.
Brothers, Happy Gilmore 2. Whereas then you watch it and you're like, you know what, this is really funny.
Yeah.
Is it as funny as everybody says?
Yeah,
it's the buzzword for your favorite comedy nearly, you know?
I nearly agree with that because when I think of my favorite comedies, it's not even in the question. Like,
it's not in it for me either, but you can see why it's in there.
Yeah, of course, it is funny. Like,
exactly.
It's not up there with some other comedies.
And you see, Ethan was obviously mixing it up as well. He got the animated one in with Toy Story 1. He got the comedy, and then he got the two big hitters really with Shutter Island. Like Shutter Island and Interstellar are 2 5-star films.
Yeah, I feel like Shutter Island kind of goes under the radar for top 4s.
You know what? It does a little bit, especially for Leonardo DiCaprio movies, because I think it's one of his best. Like,
could be. Yeah.
It's such a good film.
It is
such
class,
a good film.
Yeah.
Very good. Anyways, on to Jack Barlow, the man that doesn't like Step Brothers. He has got The Dark Knight, Good Will Hunting, Cinema Paradiso, and Apocalypse Now. It's Dark Knight, we've seen that. Good Will Hunting again. I think Good Will Hunting is the most popular movie we're going to see. It's going to keep coming up.
Just with The Dark Knight, who's your friend that's seen it like 70 times?
Oh, Ryan Kidd.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So does he have a top 4?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
I don't know if it's in it. I would want to be.
Surely.
So Barlow actually texted me recently enough, saying I was a bit too lenient with my 5 stars, which you said to me before, and Sean said to me before, saying how he has actually got only 1 5-star. So Cinema Paradiso is his only 5-star.
Okay, interesting.
So he's got 3 out of his 4 favorite films aren't even 5 stars to him, which is, I find that interesting.
That is interesting.
Because if it's one of your 4 favorites, but then again, that's his kind of his metric of his what he said literally was it has to blow your fucking jocks off.
Yeah.
Which if Cinema Paradiso is his only 5-star, I need to get on it because it's an Italian
I've had
film.
that on my watch list for a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another fella that doesn't have a 4 favorites, Jack Clark. We've been talking a lot about movies recently. Another fella that recommends Cinema Paradiso. You have not got your 4 favorites. I was looking forward to doing it, but nowhere to be seen, son. I don't know.
Apocalypse Now.
We've
both seen that as well.
We've both seen that.
Told me to watch that.
Yes, but had you watched it? Like half of it or something?
Half of it, yeah. But I finally went back and watched the whole thing, and it was brilliant. One thing I'll say, I watched Platoon recently. Adam Guyton told me to watch it. Thought it was better than Apocalypse Now. They're both kind of similar in a way. Okay. Apocalypse Now is a bit more out there. Like the idea of it's a bit stranger, and you know what I mean. Like
I've never heard of this film.
Platoon. It's Willem Dafoe. You've definitely seen the clip of him like blowing some he's like smoking a joint and like blowing it through shotgun barrels. No, okay.
It's better though.
I think it's better.
Is it newer? Is it much newer?
Not really. It's probably it's actually older.
Well, Apocalypse Now was 1978.
78. This is 86.
Oh, okay, right.
So it's a bit newer.
Okay. Look, I love Apocalypse Now, and I think
Apocalypse Now is class.
It was actually Rory Trimble who told me to watch Apocalypse Now. I don't know. Did he send me his 4 favorites? I asked him, and I don't think he got back to me in time. But anyways, Rory, I want to know your 4 favorites. Next fella is Cormac Casey, who was supposed to be on this podcast with us, but
Where is he now?
He got nervous. He just texted me. He said he doesn't have the movie knowledge, and I'm like, man, you have more movie knowledge than me. I am a fraud. I actually am such a fraud. Lads are coming up to me, showing me all these movies, telling me, have you watched this? Have you watched this series? No, I haven't. I haven't watched.
Yeah, Cormac does have good movie knowledge as well. Even if just look at his top 4, it's.
But he's another fella like Jack Barlow that doesn't rate very highly.
Yeah.
I think one of the Limitless he rated a 3.5, and it's in his 4 favorite films. 3.5 out of 5 stars, and it's your 4th favorite film. I don't know, but 7. Anyway, sorry. Tombstone, Limitless, The Wind That Shakes the Barley, and 7. We didn't even mention the movies. The Wind That Shakes the Barley up again. Yeah. It must be fucking brilliant. 7 is unbelievable.
Yeah, that's another one you'd be surprised is only there once. So far, anyway.
So far.
Yeah. That is a brilliant one.
Limitless, haven't seen it. Tombstone, have you watched that?
No, but Cormac would die on that hill. I know
yeah.
He always mentioned it. Anytime we're talking about movies, I nearly just take the piss out of him for always mentioning Tombstone. We actually mentioned it, was it 2 or 3 weeks ago on the podcast? We were talking about Tarantino's spaghetti westerns and mentioned Tombstone then. Cormac loves it so much. But yeah, no, I'll definitely give it a watch because he does rate it very highly.
He does, yeah. So it's definitely on. I added it to the watch list as well. It's really highly rated.
Yeah.
So Adam Guyton. We seen him last week.
Yeah.
Do you want to take it away? He was on the podcast last week in the pier. You seen him, but you didn't. You seen this side of him. One of the camera angles didn't work, so you only got to see this side. But yeah.
And as he would say, all these movies are the best movies ever seen.
He's ever seen ever. Yeah. He watched this one. He said that's the best ever. Then he watched this one. Yeah. We're only messing with Adam.
I know. He only actually made this top 4 recently. He never had one before.
Yes, he did. Yeah. He did. Right. Yeah.
And then he was telling me about it in the pub. So, Memories of Murder, which it was Old Boy you've watched recently. Yeah. Memories of Murder. Yeah, he gave that 5 stars. He swears by it as well.
Yeah,
I'll definitely give that a watch at some stage. Turtle Sunshine. think that's going to come up a few times.
Yeah, it's a classic. Sean's favorite movie as well.
I think we've nearly talked about that as much as City of God.
Yeah, I know, it's getting to the City of God level, yeah.
Fight Club. Is Fight Club on it? I don't know any of them.
Fight Club, that's the first time we've seen Fight Club. Fight Club's a fantastic film. I love Fight Club.
And Old Boy.
Old Boy.
So he's 2 Korean movies, isn't it?
2 Korean movies, yeah. I just watched Old Boy recently and it was phenomenal. Yeah. It was so good. So yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
You give it a 5 stars, didn't you?
I give it 5 stars, yeah. It's what I thought Parasite was going to be. If you can hear the rain, sorry about that. Yeah, Parasite was like a little bit softer than I thought. I thought because it's Korean, Squid Game, all this, it was going to be whatever. But anyways, yeah, Old Boy was that kind of...
It's gruesome anyway, for sure.
I wouldn't say gruesome.
Would you?
But it's just... No, in parts it's gruesome, sorry. Is, a little bit gruesome.
Yeah, I thought it was.
That Old Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, you've watched it? Yeah.
Okay.
I suppose, the last scene is actually very gruesome. Yeah. But I'd say it's more the twist. What I mean is like the Koreanness about it is the whole story, I find, is like Korean or something.
It is. It's just that like it's bizarre and it's nearly like just it's weird to think about. Yeah. It's a guy put in a room for 15 years?
Yes.
And they just randomly one day just let out.
And there's a big twist, a big twist at the end. So if you haven't seen it, I'd highly recommend it. It's on Now TV. If anyone's on Now TV, then look who we've got next. The main man, Liam Glennon. Also, Guyden, we need to get you back in the podcast and same with you, James Murphy, because we've been trying to get Liam Glennon on since the start.
Oh, we'll never get
him on. He was supposed to be a stalwart on this podcast. He would still be, yeah. We were going to have, he had a segment and all, Glenny Calls, but...
Right, 10,000 likes and Liam Glennon has to come on the podcast.
10,000 likes and Liam Glennon comes on the podcast. Right, so we'll go through his 4. No Country for Old Men, The Usual Suspects, Shawshank Redemption, and Good Will Hunting. Yeah. We've talked about Good Will.
And Shawshank.
Have we even talked about Shawshank?
It was on it, but
Yeah, phenomenal film. Ryan Kidd, also, you'll see him now, he put that as his most overrated movie. Still thinks it's a fantastic movie, but he just thinks that it's rated so highly by everyone that makes it overrated. But
I kind of agree with that as well.
Do you? Okay.
In a little bit. I still love it though. That's the thing. I don't want to put it down, but
it's so good.
It kind of takes away when everyone's constantly on about it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It kind of gets that reputation of being like the Step Brothers are super bad of comedies, where it's just the kind of buzzword of,
exactly,
But phenomenal film. The Usual Suspects. I love The Usual Suspects. Another one. Great twist. Yeah. Twist at the end is unbelievable.
No Country for Old Men.
What do you think of that one?
Really like it. Yeah, I've watched it probably 3 or 4 times now.
Okay. Yeah,
we always talk about or you always hear tell of Javier Bardem, his character being the most like accurate to a psychopath of all time, like for all of any movie, which I think is really interesting.
Absolutely.
And you can see why people say that. Like,
absolutely. And Javier Bardem, what an actor.
Unbelievable.
Do you want to take Colin away? Colin, the Connoisseur podcast, as we call him. It's hard to take him seriously, though. He might not have even watched any of these movies because he reviews movies he hasn't even watched. So, yeah, go on.
Blade Runner 2049. I can't imagine him watching that, to be honest.
No, maybe he did. Maybe he loved it. It's in his 4 favorites. It's the first one as well. So,
but I feel like that's quite a serious movie for Colin.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, go on to the next tree and you can see
The Longest Yard.
Longest Yard.
Adam Sandler.
Can't complain. Like, it's a great film.
It is, yeah. Hot Rod. No idea.
He told me about this the other day. Apparently, it's a really good comedy. I haven't seen it, but yeah.
And Stay. I've heard of Stay. One of the lads actually watched that and gave it like 4 stars recently as well. Okay. So that must be a serious option. Which is very surprising, Colin. You're letting us down.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was going to be like Beer Fest.
Yeah, and the Incredible Bulk.
He said that's worse than Beer Fest. He said that's the worst movie he's seen, I think. He said they CGI the car. They have like 2 people in a car, like me and you here. And they just CGI the car. Yeah. Like, why? They don't need to do that.
This is the Incredible Bulk.
The Incredible Bulk.
Yeah, and he gave it 5 stars.
He gave it 5 stars. There you go.
And a big long review.
Well, that says it all. James Skelly told him to watch that as a piss take. James Skelly watched the trailer and saw how stupid it was, and then said to Colin, "Go watch this movie. It's really good." Colin watched it, and he went back to explain it to James. James was like, "Yeah, man, I'll be honest with you. I haven't even watched it." He said some character's name. Just like, sorry.
Speaking of James Skelly, another man that needs a top 4.
Yes.
We just checked there before.
No top 4. I don't think he's active on Letterboxd at all, to be totally honest.
We'll get him.
We'll get him. On to the main man, Ryan Kidd, the man who has watched The Dark Knight 75 times, and The Dark Knight does not make the list. I was actually surprised.
Insane.
Anyways, Kill Bill, The 12 Angry Men, Goodfellas, and Cool Hand Luke.
Mm.
I love Kill Bill. You weren't a big fan.
Not a big fan, but that's just comparing it to other Tarantino movies.
Okay.
I can't say I'm not a big fan of it. I still really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Compared to every other Tarantino movie, it's definitely bottom for me.
Okay.
But I still liked it. I could still appreciate how good it was, but I don't know. I just didn't like that whole kung fu set in today's world. You know, the way it was.
Yeah.
I think that should be set in. It was very Americanized.
Okay.
If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of threw me off. If it was set in. Where's kung fu? Is that China?
China, yeah.
If it was in China, I think that would appeal to me more.
Yeah, well, look, that movie I just watched, Hero, that was similar.
Yeah.
Based 2,000 years ago during the seven dynasties or whatever of China.
Yeah.
The Qin dynasty.
Yeah, if Kill Bill was set in that time, I think I'd prefer it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, I love it. I think it's a 5-star.
Yeah.
12 Angry Men. You've seen that?
I have seen that.
Okay.
Yeah, and funny enough, I've said this in one of the shorts before, but I'd watched this years ago, but when I started studying law last year, one of our lecturers actually told us to watch this movie.
Really?
Which I thought was cool. I didn't tell her now, but I had seen it already.
Yeah.
And it's just it's perfect courtroom drama. And she was saying it's a really good, accurate representation of a jury.
Okay.
Just 12, and the whole movie is just
12 Angry Men.
It's just 12 men in a room, and they don't leave the room.
And the whole story is described through them speaking about it. So you obviously don't know the events of what they're arguing about. I haven't seen it, but they explain it through dialogue throughout the film, which 1957 was it?
It was 57. Yeah, jeez, it's actually very old.
Wow.
To think about it.
Yeah.
But it's unbelievable. It's in black and white. I'd recommend. It's only an hour and a half, so it's really easy watch.
Cool. Then we've got Goodfellas. Is that the first time we've seen Goodfellas?
The first time.
Wow, that used to be on my 4 favorites as well. I took it off because I was being accused of having too many boy movies. Fair enough. Look, James Murphy was saying that. In fairness, though, I have made it a little bit more mixed up in the recent times, which I'm happier. It shows more. Words are deceiving me today.
It's really hard to think of words when we're talking.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god,
I always struggle,
especially the 4-syllable ones.
Yeah. Goodfellas, same as The Departed, would be on the border for my top 4.
Top 4, yeah. It's up there. Both 5 stars. Cool Hand Luke.
I actually don't know anything about it, but there's a darts player, Luke Humphreys, and his nickname, the other way all the darts players have nicknames, is Cool Hand Luke.
Okay.
And he said it in interviews before that he got it from that movie.
Okay.
He said he hasn't actually seen the movie, but he's got it from that.
It works for a darts player, doesn't it? Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah, no, it makes sense, but I have no idea what the movie's about or anything. So
yeah. Next with Brian Farrell, who I haven't been speaking to him in a good while, actually.
I haven't seen him in a while either.
He's got Good Will Hunting, The Departed, Django Unchained, and The Matrix. Good Will Hunting again, The Departed again, Django Unchained. I love Django Unchained. Class. That used to be in my top 4 as well. I removed that because it was another boy movie, apparently. Unbelievable film. The Matrix.
The Matrix.
What do you think? Yeah,
unbelievable. It's another one of those that's kind of like the Truman Show that has you really question reality when you're watching it. I find the same.
Yeah, I feel like Inception's like a newer version of The Matrix.
Yeah.
But I prefer Inception.
Okay. I think I prefer The Matrix.
You prefer The Matrix over Inception. Okay. Similar style. Obviously the whole red pill, blue pill, it's really created a thing that's big now and that. But next we're on to Katrin Cahill, who has been awaiting her shout out patiently. I know she's been busy on Letterboxd recently, so fair play, Katrin. An interesting 4 favorites here. We've got Paddington Bear, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Princess and the Frog, and Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. One thing I'll say is it's probably the most unique 4 favorites that we have here.
So that's the first Paddington, is it?
That's the first mention of the Princess and the Frog. Can you believe it?
I think I have seen that Paddington.
Have you? Okay.
If it's the first one, I've seen that one.
Yeah. Any good?
I wouldn't really remember, to be honest, because I was quite young.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Class.
Good film, yeah.
I love that. I only rewatched that there the other day.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's savage. It's pure, just feel good, coming of age class.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you'd like it as well.
Would I? Okay, good. The Princess and the Frog. I haven't seen that one either.
No.
Is
that and the animated one?
I don't know. It came out in 2009 though. I was having a look. Okay. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah, that's actually my favorite Harry Potter.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. I haven't seen any Harry Potter.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, no, I do. I like the Harry Potters. I've watched them once.
What number is that in the?
I think that's the 5th one.
5th one. Okay.
There's 7.
Okay. Very good.
No, that was my favorite. I don't even know why.
Nice one, Katrin. Ryan Egan. Then we asked him for 4 favorites, but he only does things in trees.
That's
which
right.
I don't know.
If you know, you know.
He's a man about tree. He only does it in trees. So he said The Vampire Diaries, which wasn't a film; it's a series. He said, what's that one there? Sorry, my spelling's pretty bad. What's that film?
That's
He didn't actually. Yeah, he didn't send us anything. We just want to make a little joke.
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton, yes. Again, not even a fucking Whiplash. That's the other one. Michael O'Donnell then, he's sent us his 4. It's Kung Fu Panda 1, Kung Fu Panda 2, Kung Fu Panda 3, and Kung Fu Panda 4.
Are you sure this isn't Colin Riley?
No, this isn't Colin Riley. In fairness to Michael, he sent us that first, and then he actually said his real top 4 is The Green Mile, Hacksaw Ridge, The Thing, and Demon Slayer Infinity Castle.
I actually quite like that top 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good one.
Yeah. You haven't seen The Thing, have you?
I haven't.
Oh, that's one.
I've just seen The Green Mile. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle I haven't seen, but I've seen the rest of Demon Slayer. He told me to get on that one as well, so need to get on that too. Carl Nerney also sent me 4 favourites, but I didn't write it down. Sorry, Carl. He had Interstellar in there. He had Hacksaw Ridge in there as well, for sure. He was going to put Whiplash in there, but then he decided not to because he knows my grievances against Whiplash. Yeah. And then he had another one in there as well too. Gavin Carberry, 7, Midsommar, Whiplash, and Ratatouille. 7, what can we say? Phenomenal. Yeah. Midsommar, have you seen
Midsommar, no, but that's supposed to be really disturbing.
Okay.
So I'm kind of surprised it's in a top 4.
Okay, fair enough. Well, it might be really good.
But yeah, no, I'd say it will be really good.
Whiplash,
come on.
Yeah, we've said all we need to say. I think it's the most overrated film.
But I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I do like it. So
yeah, okay.
Like, I don't know. We're completely split down the middle with me, you, James, and Sean.
Yes.
Me and James like it. You and Sean don't like it. I think we need a proper argument, the 4 of us.
Yeah,
just talking about Whiplash
for the 8th time. First time on camera properly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, we did it, but it was brief enough. In fairness,
it was very brief. Yeah.
And then Ratatouille, very highly rated for an animated film. But he said that's his favorite animated film, so obviously wanting to get a bit of mixing it up a little bit. What do you think?
I think Ratatouille's class.
Yeah. So everyone who's watched it really, and I've seen it as well, but I haven't seen it since I was 9, and it was really good.
Yeah.
Then.
Have you ever tried Ratatouille?
Yes, we had Ratatouille in the work canteen once.
Yeah, I saw it, and I wasn't trying it.
That was mad. Yeah, I tried it just out of pure, because why not?
Yeah.
Anyways, Shane, we've got some for you as well.
Right. With Matthew Hilliard, which is a lad I went to school with, haven't seen him in years. He's actually started his own podcast recently as well.
Okay, what's it called?
It's called JSM Official Pod on Instagram, so you can look it up and you can watch it through the link that's in their bio. So, and now when he followed me on Letterboxd, which is only recently, once we started releasing our episodes, I was just looking through his account. He has over 800 films watched.
Wow. Okay,
which,
so he's a real film guy.
Yeah,
I have 180.
Yeah, I'm pushing 500 now at this stage. He's the same age as me. Where is he come up with an extra?
Fair play to him.
I know.
Fair play. Yeah, it is good going.
So I'm interested with this top 4 now. So we have The Swimmer, which I have absolutely no idea. Can't speak for that.
I've never even heard of it.
No. Samurai Champloo and Princess
Mononoke. Princess Mononoke I've heard of. I think that's an anime film.
Yeah, they're both anime.
Both anime. Are they? Okay, yeah. Haven't seen Samurai Champion. Haven't seen Princess Mononoke either, but it's just that I know of it.
Yeah. And then The Swimmer, no clue, but
we've got City of God. Yes, mention again. No, come on.
Yeah, and this is from a guy who's watched 800 films and he's still a City of God and stuff.
I love you, Matthew Hilliard and Ronan Sheehan. Thank you both. Very good top 4. Even though I've only seen one of them.
Yeah, when I used to work with him as well, and in sports bar, we used to just talk about movies just here and there. And I remember him saying City of God was his favorite, and I hadn't seen it. And then when I started talking to you, when you started working with us. And you were mentioning City God, it just clicked with me that it was his favourite, and then ended up watching it then, loved it. So Elliot Egan, the next one.
Okay.
Dawn of the Dead. I have not seen that.
Haven't seen that, no.
Thief. Yeah, that's the same, that's Michael Mann, the same director as Heat.
Right.
It's just one of his older films. And Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day, I've seen that. Have you seen that?
I've seen that a few times. Yeah, Groundhog's Day.
Look, it's a classic, feel good kind of film. Yeah.
I've started a tradition from this year on. I'm going to watch it every February 2nd because that is Groundhog Day.
Is it actually? Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Birthday as well.
Good idea. Yeah. Not so bad.
And Silence of the Lambs.
I love Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, I think it's class. I'm actually surprised that's the first time.
5 stars for me. Yeah. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
It's horror, but it's not horror. It's easygoing horror compared to, say, some you'd see.
Yeah, it's more of like a crime horror.
Yeah.
Is that the best way to put it?
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say so. Like, I don't like horror films at all.
No, I don't really either, but
So,
I can watch that. No bother.
but that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
I think it's
Absolutely.
very disturbing though as well.
And
because
the
some of
final scene.
final scene's crazy.
Oh, I love it. I love what he
yeah,
says and
yeah.
everything. Yeah, it's,
You know when you're watching it in the night vision.
yes.
That last scene.
Yeah.
That freaks me out.
Class.
Mm.
And then one more.
Lucy Karen, which is a girl I go to college with, so she put down Good Will Hunting, which is
Okay,
mine, of course. Titanic.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm actually surprised Titanic. That's the first time it's come up as well.
I've I've seen it for one time. I tried watching it again a couple of years ago. It wasn't really for me. I'm not a romance guy, anyways.
Yeah. You've actually never really taken to romance.
I don't
know.
Like maybe again if I watch Before Sunrise or Before Sunset, they could be the ones for me. But yeah.
Also with Titanic, I think you can skip like the first like half an hour.
Yeah.
You know when is it Rose? She's like old and she's like talking, and it's all like the modern day, but then they go back, and then that's when the actual Titanic's happening. Yeah, you can watch from then on. But I actually thought it was quite good. Dead Poet Society,
classic.
How was that the first time?
I know.
Really,
really popular one as well.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Robin Williams, phenomenal. Plays the father figure you never had better than anybody ever has. If you think of Dead Poet Society, every movie he's done, like Good Will Hunting as well. Mrs. Doubtfire, like he's the dad everyone wishes they had. Robin Williams, really.
I think you nearly need a mental health break after watching Dead Poet Society. It's very touching. Like,
and then
Paddington 2.
It was 2. Show. Okay, so this is different to Catherine.
Specifically the second one.
Okay, so not Paddington 1. Okay. No. Have you seen Paddington 2?
I haven't seen the second one, no, but I must give it a watch.
Paddington, man. We're missing out on this Paddington buzz, you know. We need to get onto the Paddington. Right, and then a couple of movies we've rewatched recently, Shane. You've rewatched a few recently.
Yeah, so I mean, I've watched any amount recently, but
any ones that stuck out in the rewatch?
I've kind of gone back to some of my comfort movies. So I've gone like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, like you say, Breakfast Club. Have you seen The Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Just
classic.
Yeah, just classic. Then like Friday, Pineapple Express.
Oh, this guy in Pineapple Express.
I love Pineapple Express. And I've watched The Two Teds recently as well.
Okay, very good. I rewatched 2001: A Space Odyssey, which was the first time rewatching it, and it was in my 4 favorites already.
Yeah.
But I don't think any movie could ever improve more with a rewatch. 2001: Space Odyssey, because it's so hard to understand the first time. You don't know what's going on.
No.
When you watch the second time, you know what's going on. You can start to read between the lines and see the finer details of everything that's going on, and you really appreciate why it is what it is.
Yeah, I think that's my next rewatch, because I've only watched it once, and I actually recommended it to you.
You recommended it to me, yeah.
And I'm so glad that you liked it as much.
Oh
as
my
you
god,
yeah.
I thought it was phenomenal. But give it a rewatch, Shane. It's complete. Rewatch it as soon as possible.
Yeah,
honestly, rewatch it as soon as possible.
Well, I watched or rewatched One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest as well.
Yeah.
That was the most recent one, and
that won the Big 5 at the Oscars. One of only a few movies that have done that. Yeah.
I hadn't rated it because I'd watched it years ago, and then 5 stars, no problem at all.
Yeah.
Easy 5 star. It's one you don't even have to think about.
Have you watched any new movies recently?
What have I watched recently? I've been watching a lot. I've been very active, to be honest. I'll just whip out the
I watched Hero. Obviously I mentioned that. I watched The Grand Budapest Hotel for the first time, which I thought was really good.
That's great, isn't it?
Really good film. Really enjoyed that. Ralph Fiennes, phenomenal.
Very nice to look at, isn't it?
I watched another one, but it is eluding me now as well. This is why I should have wrote everything down. But Old Boy. Yes, we were already talking about it. Phenomenal, 5 stars. True romance. Quentin Tarantino's first, I think, script. But it was Tony Scott or Tony someone that did the actual directing it. He sold it. Very good movie. Give it 4 stars. Look, it's romance, kinda. Might be my highest rated romance film. But So what have you watched recently?
Right, Tenet. Christopher Nolan. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I kind of half watched it.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought it was. I wasn't a massive fan. I thought it was kind of cool. The idea is kind of cool, but it's really hard to understand. Like, if you think about your like confusing movies, like your Inception, your Matrix, stuff like that, I thought it was like that, but just not as interesting.
Okay.
Just I don't know.
Didn't do much for you. Yeah. No. Okay. Fair enough.
Blood Diamond,
Leonardo DiCaprio, Sierra Leone.
Give it 4.5.
4.5. Yeah. So it was a high rating.
I was a big fan of it, to be honest.
I think I give it 3.5. But good movie.
Yeah, definitely. It almost felt like you were playing like one of those like adventure videos.
Yes. Yeah.
Then I said all them. Dick Tracy. it's no like it's actually really cool. It's like a live action comic strip.
Yeah.
So it's like all the characters look like they're from a comic, but they're like actual people as well at the same time. So there's just like a whole lot of makeup done up, and then some of the scenes that are shot, and like you can see the whole city in the background. It's all like drawn, but then you can just see the actual people moving along. So it's cool. Like it's cool. Like,
that's actually just reminded me of Carl Nerney's other top 4. It was Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which is very highly rated on Letterboxd. I haven't seen it myself.
No, I haven't seen that either, but that's supposed to be crazy.
That's supposed to be a really good one as well.
Really bizarre.
Should we get one more?
The Fugitive.
Any good?
Yeah, I was actually a big fan of that. I got it because Sean watched it a few months back, and I put it on the watch list. It's grand. Like, it's Harrison Ford, and it's just one of those old like kind of crime dramas. Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay, cool. Brian Mulvihill also sent me his 4 favorites. Another one I didn't write down. I think just the ones that sent on to me late, I forgot to write down. He had a couple of. He had Interstellar in there, classic, of course. He had Manchester by the Sea, which I told him I thought was. I didn't like it at all. I think it's really dreary. Your man won an Oscar. Casey Affleck won an Oscar for it. I think it. Have you watched it?
No.
Sean loves it as well. Sean Kenny.
Yeah.
I think it's so boring. A depressed guy gets more depressed, and then he ends the movie. He's a little bit less depressed.
Yeah, it's supposed to be just pure depression the whole time. Though.
But he sent me another 2. Tucker and Dale. Was one of them, Against the World or something. And then I can't remember the last one. Sorry, Brian. Yeah. We'll get it off you again. But another thing, we've been receiving some hate comments, Shane. A few. We've seen a few. You bastards. We've had a few comments disagreeing with opinions, whatever. But we'll just go through the hate comments because they're kind of funny. So on a recent short of Sean Kenny doing this or that, it was a random one.
Yeah.
SR News said the worst video of all time.
Which one is that?
And like, I was like, yeah, you know what? Maybe it is the worst video of all time.
Right,
I was kind of feeling a bit spiteful, so I went into his channel and I was looking, and one of his videos, he's only got a few shorts, has like 12 views. So I was going to comment, 13th viewer, pure spiteful, but I'm not about that. You know, keep hating, please. I'd rather you send us hate comments than not comment at all.
Exactly. I just think a comment like that is so pointless. Like, what is he getting out of that either?
I don't know. But look, anyway, look, it's his 2 cents.
Yeah, no,
keep going. Miscellaneous 67 said, for God and Ulster, obviously referencing the fact that we're Irish.
Yeah, I think the less said about that, the better.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, Sir something, Vlad something, entry-level Hollywood crap. That was to do with one of our... all these hate comments have come on videos of me as well. I'm the one getting all the hate comments. And no, this is the only one. The worst video of all time was on a video with Sean.
Yeah.
But that's me speaking.
Yeah.
So it's all me. I don't know why. What am I doing wrong?
Well, is that just saying that we're talking about just pure basic?
Entry-level Hollywood crap, basically. Basic movies is what he's saying.
You have to talk about basic stuff. That's what people have seen.
Like. Seven Samurai. Fucking... The Princess and the Frog.
Paddington.
Catherine will love this one, but afraid most people don't know them movies. Laura Tolo, I don't know, another comment on a video of me said, thanks, that made a real difference to my day. I am better for having consumed this information, surely. ...
Wow.
Well, yeah.
You have nothing better to be doing.
Sorry, man. Look, appreciate the comments. Keep them coming. Anyways, Alex Garcia said, someone cancel this green sweater fella. I was the guy in the green sweater in question. Dead right. Cancel me. Do it fast.
Go on. What's wrong with the green sweater fella?
What's so bad about the green sweater? I'm not wearing it now, but I think it's nice. I got it for Christmas off my mommy. I think we'll leave it at that for the hate comments. A little bit of a community spotlight for our good friends, connoisseur of pods, Colin, good man. He's been getting involved. He's actually been supporting me in these hate comments. And one of the videos where I've been getting all the hate, he goes, I think this guy tries his best, which I do. So thank you, Colin. I appreciate that. Jack Barlow letting us know his opinions as well. Fair play to you. Step Brothers most overrated. Fair enough. Josh Murphy's been getting involved. Mad for us to drop the Jonesy files. Jonesy, who has done a podcast with us. You'll have seen him on a couple of shorts, maybe one short at least. But
he'll make his debut.
That podcast has some sound issues though, so it might. I'll have to do some work with it anyways. But he wouldn't give me his 4 favorites. He got nervous when I asked him. Alex Gorman, W's in the chat. Big up, Alex. Shout out, Alex. Thank you for all the comments. And any other commenters from yourself?
We just have to thank all the boys.
Thank all the boys. Thanks,
all the
everyone.
boys that be watching. Thank you very much for watching. And do say it every week.
Yeah.
you get a few snaps of people just watching, just
us on the big telly and everything. It's great to see. So
it means a lot. It means a lot.
It really does. Thank you so much. Keep sending us those snaps.
Yeah.
Keep commenting, and we're also kind of trying to figure out different things to do with the channel, different shorts, different types of videos. So if you would comment below and let us know some things you'd like to see from us, it would be greatly appreciated. And if you want to comment some hate,
go for it.
Yeah, do it.
I will mention you in the next episode. We dare you.
We'll give you the spotlight. So fair play to y'all.
Do you want to mention these unrewatchables?
Unrewatchables, yeah. Shane, we'll get you started with that. Right. So movies that are, they might be brilliant, they might be very good, they might not even be unrewatchable because the quality will be just, there's a reason they're not rewatchable.
Yeah. So you told me what you were going to say, so I had to pick another one because the one that you were going to say, I was
Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, because we've talked about that.
Fantastic film, amazing film.
Oh my god!
But you can't rewatch it.
No, it's just so many horrible things happening at once.
Yeah,
and it's like it's a story that's told really well, and it's probably kind of accurate.
Yeah,
for a lot of people's lives, but it's just horrible.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
But it's a great film.
It is.
It's a fantastic film.
100%.
Yeah, I told Rory Trimble to watch that with his girlfriend. He loved it. His girlfriend hated it.
Yeah.
So
I'd say it's just basically just drug addiction.
Fiona, shout out Fiona.
In the absolute worst way, from like 4 different perspectives. So it's just terrifying.
It is.
I went with Gone Girl though.
Gone Girl, never seen it.
I did Gone Girl / Girl with a Dragon Tattoo.
Okay.
Which is 2 David Fincher films that are just they're like kind of typical David Fincher, kind of like mysteries, but they're just very disturbing.
Okay.
Just not really nice. You don't feel good after watching them. Like you're like, that was just fucked up.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that.
Okay.
But I still enjoyed the movie.
But it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Look, if it makes you feel emotion, there you go. Another one is Scum, which I told you, Patrick McHale told me to watch that one recently. It's based in England, about like a school for one of them schools where delinquents get sent to, to put them in place. But that movie, if Lahane is hate, that's what it means. This is anger. This movie will make you feel anger.
Okay.
Very angry.
Yeah.
But it's phenomenal. Like
right,
it boils your blood in the best possible way. Maybe not a rewatch just because of how graphic it can be.
Yeah.
And how angry it can make you, but phenomenal at what it does.
Yeah, one and done is the best thing for most of the movies, though. Like.
Definitely, yeah. And then also movies with big plot twists, because if the big thing about the movie is that it's got a big plot twist,
can't watch. Yeah.
Sometimes rewatching it is a bit pointless because the novelty is kind of gone with it a little bit. You could say that about The Usual Suspects. You could say that about Old Boy even. You could probably say it about Liam Glennon had one as well in there. No, he had The Usual Suspects. What was another one with a plot twist? Someone had it in there. What is a big plot twist at the end?
There's a lot of plot twists.
The Usual Suspects, Old Boy 7.
Oh, 7, yeah.
I guess. Kinda.
It kind of is, yeah.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of a plot twist. I don't know. Maybe
it's a big reveal.
Yeah,
anyway.
it's a big reveal. It's a big reveal. See, I guess those ones really would kind of be fantastic movies that might not be.
No, I don't think. To be honest, I think 7 I'd put in that same category of I wouldn't rewatch it because it's so disturbing.
Yeah. Okay.
And as good as it was, it's just that disturbing. Yeah. And you just don't feel good after watching it.
Exactly.
That was just horrible.
Yeah, but still fantastic.
Still unbelievable. Yeah, of course.
Anything else, Shane?
No, I don't think so. Kind of covered everything.
Cool.
We've had on that's made it into the copy.
Yeah, for sure. That's made it into the hardback. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Get your suggestions into the comments. If you haven't been mentioned today and for whatever reason, or if you don't know us and you're just watching this video, please let us know your 4 favorites in the comments below. We would really like to know. So yeah, thank you very much.